Please tell me this year is done, please. Just... God! Come on, just roll over to 2021 already. We've had enough crap going on. Huh? Oh, hey guys, it's AndrewJohn100 here, back with another video. The reason why I was inside my closet was because I just was just to escape any other bad stuff that was gonna happen. Some celebrities have already died because of the stupid virus that's been going on. You know what? Since I'm out of my closet, and since the end of this year is looming ahead, I might as well do a recap of what's been happening this year. Okay, let's just get this over with. Okay. Now, whenever a new year comes around, and throughout that specific year, there's always going to be a mix of the good, the bad, and the ugly. And within those years, it was kind of always like that. And a mad year in general with some really bad stuff, but with also some good stuff as well. In terms of 2020, however, many people might remember this year as probably the worst start of the new decade. Like seriously, there was way more bad than good that happened this year. And if I discussed every single bad thing that happened, we'd be here until next Christmas. So I'm going to shorten out to the worst of the worst, that I consider it. First, let's talk about what happened in Australia in the beginning. In Australia, there was a horrible wildfire that started that killed hundreds and millions of animals and destroyed hundreds of acres of land. It was a big stain to Australia itself, to the animals who lived there, and the people who lived beside the forest. And that was just the tip of the iceberg of the bad stuff. There was also the George Floyd incident. Those two things were really bad. But you know what's weird? Those were not even the worst of it. So you might be asking, what was the worst thing of 2020? Well, the answer to that is simple, my friends. COVID-19, a virus that started small in China in the beginning, but has become a huge stain in not just the world, but the entire pandemic. Many people were laid off work because of it. A huge wave of panic buyers started because of it. Because when the virus first started, buyers would buy toilet paper and hand sanitizer until the stocks were gone. Because, you know, buying everything from the stocks will make this virus go away quicker. Which it didn't, and it just caused more panic. And this has killed thousands of people all over the world, even some celebrities. And speaking of celebrities, we've lost quite a few, and some of them were pretty sad. The people I'm about to mention were not killed by the virus and died from other things. That being Michelangelo, who was the narrator for Thomas and Friends, Steve Cash, who was responsible for the Talking Kitty Cat series, Jerry Stiller, and a few others that I can't really think at the top of my head. So in general, COVID-19 was hands down the worst thing about 2020. And there were a couple of other bad things that happened. There was the DMC scare tactic, which not only panicked me, but a couple of my friends. However, it did turn out to be a scare tactic, and it was exaggerated. The new bill pretty much said that if you pirate or stream movies, then you could go to jail for it. Other than that, everything else about that was false. And even though I was scared of it, I kind of had a feeling that it was a hoax because, I mean, just think about it. They're getting thrown in jail for posting memes or streaming on Twitter. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. It's a really stupid law. Like, anybody with a brain would not approve of that. Now as for Five Nights at Freddy's, I think this was a pretty much a dead year for the franchise because not a single new game was released. Well, outside of the teaser trailer for Security Breach and the hundreds and hundreds of skins that Illumix keeps milking, that's pretty much it. And even then, special delivery has kind of gone downhill since the pandemic. Not because of the skins, which, although I do like some of them, it's more than obvious that they're just made to make a quick buck and have been milked since the pandemic. And the quality of the game has dropped since then. There have been many bugs and glitches reported, and Illumix just doesn't seem to listen to them and keep doing what they want because, well, a large majority of their fandom likes their work. If you really want Special Delivery to be a good game, then listen to criticism and just make the game actually playable, because what's fun about playing a game that's broken to heck? And the game has also become a quantity over quality game to me, even with the release of Laura, Plush Trap, and even Golden Freddy. However, Illumix have said that there's going to be some major changes to the game in 2021, which I really hope, because because when the new update came along with, like when the Jackos came around, I could not play the game without having the game crash on me. Like, the game crashing, like, that glitch has become apparent since the beginning. And it's an annoying glitch that needs to be dealt with. If it can't be fixed, then Illumix should try to at least make some settings or optimizations to make that glitch less apparent. All I can say right now for the franchise is that Security Breach better be amazing. Now, as for my channel, well, despite the current pandemic, there were a few good things that happened to my channel. Like, I reached 300,000 subscribers, my channel got verified. It was the 5th anniversary for Freddy Fazbear Friends, because the first episode of Freddy Fazbear Friends first aired in April 2015. And let me tell you guys, when I first made that episode, I had no idea that the series would grow to be this big. And I might make a history video of Freddy Fazbear Friends. But that video might not come out for a while. So, and I think that's about it. I've said what I wanted to say right now for this year's. So in general, this was a very crappy year and probably the worst start of a new decade. But in our lives, there were some tiny things in it that made it slightly good. So, Okay, I'm gonna get going, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. If you liked what you saw, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Please share this with your friends. And also, if you don't want to miss out on any future uploads, just click the notification bell next to the subscribe button. So that way you'll get notified every time I release a new video. So, I'm gonna get going, and hope that 2021 comes out soon, and happy early New Year's. Bye-bye!